Let's work a few problems from ACT practice materials. Here's a good one to start with. Two students start a business. They buy a machine to fill helium balloons for $29.99. Then the cost of each balloon bouquet is $2. What's an expression to model the total cost for producing bee balloons or bee balloon bouquets? First of all, kind of a key is expression. They don't want an equation, they want an expression without an equal sign. And then we know that the startup cost is $29.99 because that's the cost of our machine. And then every time we produce a balloon bouquet, we get $2. So we add $2 every time we produce a balloon bouquet to our cost. The cost of the balloons, the cost of the helium, the cost of the frilly flowers around them, and so forth. But how much are we going to add? How many of those $2 are we going to add? Well, we're going to add B of them. So our expression is $29.99 plus $2 times B. There's our expression for the cost of producing bee balloon bouquets. Here's a similar problem. On day one, the teacher gave students 5 words to spell. Okay, so they've got 5 words to spell. And on each subsequent day, he gave them 3 new words to spell. How many words had he given the students after 20 days? So he's starting out with 5 words, but then every day after that, he's given them 3. But how many times? Well, we're looking at 20 days, so this would be day 1 right here. And then here's day 2, here's day 3, there's day 4. So altogether, this would be 19 days. So we're going to have 5 plus 19 times 3, which would be 5 plus 57, which is 62. So after 20 days, he would have given them 62 words. Let's do another one. So Mrs. Lopez throws out, or Ms. Lopez throws out the lowest score and then averages the remaining scores. Victor earned the following scores: 62, 78, 83, 84, 93. What's Victor's average? Well, of course, this is a pretty easy problem. We're just going to throw out our lowest score and then add the remaining scores divided by 4. So we'll have 338 divided by 4, and that turns out to be 84.5. Now, let's look at a harder problem, and we'll use this problem as a base, and we'll rewrite this problem and look at something that's a little bit more difficult. What if we erased the question here? Let's erase our question. And instead of what was Victor's average, let's say, find the 6th score if Victor's average was 87. Notice what we did the last time. We took all the total of the scores, we crossed out the 62, and so we'll do that again. We cross out our 62 and find the 6th score if Victor's average was 87. Now, we're assuming that the 6th score is not the low score, so I'm going to have 78 plus 83 plus 84 plus 93 plus something I don't know. and I divide that by 5, and I get 87%. Okay. Or, no, I'm sorry, not 87 like that. Hold on. Just 87%. 87, not percent, just his average score. So I simply have to solve this equation. So I multiply out the 5, and then I get 338 plus x equals 435. Subtract the 338, and x equals 97. So that's what his other score would have to be. Let's look at a couple more problems. High Street Cable. So the first cable company charges $120 for installation plus $25 per month. Low Street Cable charges $60 installation plus $35 per month. When will the High Street customer pay the same as a Low Street customer? How could we do that? Well, we could make a table and for each one, and we could put month and cost or dollars on both of them and work that out. Month and cost on both of them. So after in month 1, we're going to have 120 plus 25 or 145. Month 2, we'll have 120 plus 50 because he's found 2 months. 120 plus 2 times 25, like that. And that's going to be 170. After 3 months, 120 plus, so that'd be 195 and so forth, and go on and fill those in. And then on this side, we could do the same thing. In the first month, it's going to have 95 cost. In the second month, 60 plus 235s, which is going to be 130. In the next month, 3 times 35 is 105 plus 60, 165, and so forth, and work all those down. And we see if we work them out that on the 6th month or the 6th month they'll be equal. Now, how else could have we done this? Could have we worked it with algebra? Well, we could have said 120 plus 25 times the month number, and that equals 60 plus 35 times the month number. And then solving this equation, I'd subtract 60 from here and get 60. Subtract 25m from here and here and get 10m. Divide by 10 and I get 6 months the same way. I guess it's kind of a toss-up which one you'd want to use. This might be a little faster, but then again, you have to think of this formula. Let's do one more. Joe goes to a shoe store. All shoes are discounted 23% off the marked price. What is the expression for the discounted price on shoes marked P dollars? So the expression, you're going to have to pay P, except they're discounted, so you're subtracting 23%. There's your expression. Now look at the answers and see which one it says. They might say this one also, since 1p minus 0.23p is 0.77p. You might say that too. Now let's look at another problem that might come off of this. And let's change this problem right here. And instead of this last, what is the expression for the discounted price? Let's say this. Joe gets an extra 30% employee discount. What will Joe pay for $75 shoes? So the shoes are being discounted 25% or 23% off. And then they're being discounted another 30%. So we're going to take that 75 and subtract 23% of 75. And then after we get that, we're going to take another 30% off of that price. Now, writing it out, that can be pretty complicated, can't it? So let's not write it out, and let's just use our calculator and figure this one out. So 75 minus 1725 gives us 57.75. And then we're going to take that 57.75 and subtract another 30%, not of the original, but of that sale price. Let's see what we get there. Approximately 43. Now, there we did this problem by steps, but we could have also done it like this. We could have taken our $75 pair of shoes, multiplied that times 0.23, and then, times, hold on, I just made the mistake that I didn't want you to make. Multiplied by 0.77. Why 0.77? Because if it's 23% off, then we pay 77%. So what we're going to pay is 77 times 75. And then of that, we take another 70%. Because, why? Because we get another 30% discount. So if it's 30% off, if it's 30% off, we pay 70%. So multiply all that together with your calculator, and once again get 43. Two ways to do that. Okay, I hope that helps you on some of the word problems. We'll do some more word problems in the next tape.